Imagine waking up every morning with a sense of purpose, knowing exactly what your day holds and how it moves you closer to becoming the best version of yourself. That kind of life doesn't happen by accident. It is built meticulously and intentionally, one habit at a time. Today, I want to share 5 daily practices that can transform not only your actions, but your mindset, your confidence, and your sense of fulfillment. The first practice is starting your day with clarity. Every morning, before the noise of the world rushes in, take a moment to reflect on your intentions. Ask yourself, what matters most today? What actions will bring me closer to my goals? By doing this, you establish a personal compass that guides every decision you make, turning distraction into focus and chaos into structure. Clarity is the foundation for meaningful progress. Next, embrace self-reflection. At the end of each day, or even throughout it, pause to examine your actions. Did they align with the person you want to become? Were your decisions rooted in authenticity and purpose? Reflection is not about criticism. It is about understanding, learning, and adjusting. When you commit to looking inward daily, you build self-awareness, which is the cornerstone of growth and resilience. The third practice is consistent learning. The world evolves rapidly, and so should you. Every day, seek knowledge, refine a skill, or explore a new perspective. Read, listen, ask questions, or experiment. Growth is the result of curiosity transformed into action. By making learning a daily habit, you ensure that you are never stagnant and always equipped to face challenges with creativity and confidence. The fourth essential habit is to take care of your body and mind. Energy is your most valuable asset. Without it, clarity, reflection, and learning become difficult. Nourish your body with proper nutrition, movement, and rest. Protect your mind through meditation, mindfulness, or simply moments of stillness. When you invest in your well-being daily, you increase your capacity to perform, focus, and thrive in every area of life. Finally, practice serving others and creating impact. Success is not just about personal achievement, it is about contribution. Every day, find a way to help someone, share your knowledge, or make a positive difference. Service creates purpose and reminds you that the best version of yourself is not only measured by what you achieve, but by how you uplift those around you. These 5 daily practices, clarity, reflection, learning, self-care, and service, are simple yet profoundly transformative. They create momentum, reinforce your purpose, and shape the mindset necessary to become the best version of yourself. Start small, commit daily, and watch how your life evolves into one of intention, impact, and excellence. Remember, transformation is not a moment, it is a habit. Begin today and each day thereafter with these 5 practices, and you will find that the best version of you is not a distant goal. It is created one day at a time. Starting your day with clarity is more than just a motivational phrase. It is a fundamental habit that shapes the way you approach everything that follows. When you wake up in the morning, the world immediately begins to pull at your attention. Notifications, obligations, tasks, and distractions all compete for your focus, often leaving you feeling overwhelmed before the day even truly begins. But when you take the time to center yourself with clarity, you create a foundation upon which every action, decision, and interaction can be guided intentionally. Clarity in the morning acts like a compass, ensuring that your steps are aligned with your larger goals and values rather than being dictated by external noise or urgency. It is the difference between reacting to life and consciously shaping it. The process of starting your day with clarity begins with intention. Before reaching for your phone or diving into your emails, pause for a moment, take a few deep breaths, and ask yourself, what matters most today? This is not about creating a to-do list of chores or tasks. It is about identifying what actions, attitudes, or choices will move you closer to the person you want to become. Intention is a powerful tool because it transforms mundane actions into purposeful steps. When you have a clear sense of purpose for the day, even simple tasks gain meaning, and challenges become opportunities to practice resilience and focus rather than sources of frustration. Clarity also requires prioritization. In a world filled with endless possibilities, you cannot do everything, and trying to do so only creates stress and inefficiency. Instead, determine the few actions that are most important and commit to completing them first. This practice allows you to invest your energy where it truly counts. By identifying the top priorities of the day, you avoid the trap of busy work and create momentum early. When you accomplish meaningful tasks first, you experience a sense of progress that fuels motivation, making it easier to tackle the rest of your day with confidence and purpose. Another essential element of clarity is visualization. Spend a few moments imagining how you want your day to unfold. Picture yourself handling difficult conversations calmly, completing critical tasks efficiently, and interacting with others in a positive, constructive manner. Visualization is more than daydreaming. It is training your mind to align with your intentions. By mentally rehearsing the desired outcomes, you program your brain to recognize opportunities, respond effectively to challenges, and remain focused under pressure. This mental rehearsal strengthens your ability to act intentionally and prevents you from being swayed by distractions or reactive impulses. Clarity in the morning also connects deeply with self-awareness. Understanding your energy levels, moods, and mental state at the start of the day allows you to make better decisions about how to structure your time. Some people are most productive in the morning and should tackle their most demanding tasks early, while others may benefit from reflection planning or creative work first. By acknowledging how you operate best, you align your day with your natural rhythm, increasing efficiency, reducing stress, and improving overall well-being. Self-awareness also helps you recognize when you are drifting from your intentions, giving you the opportunity to course correct before small lapses accumulate into significant setbacks. Establishing a daily morning routine focused on clarity reinforces consistency. Habits are the backbone of achievement, and the morning sets the tone for the rest of the day. Whether it involves journaling, meditation, reviewing goals, or simply taking a quiet moment to breathe, these practices prime your mind for intentional action. Over time, this routine trains your brain to begin each day with focus and purpose, creating a sense of control and confidence that spills into every area of life. Finally, starting your day with clarity is not a one-time effort. It is a discipline that grows stronger with practice. Some mornings may feel rushed or chaotic, and the world may not always allow for perfect reflection. Yet, even a few moments of intention can make a significant difference. By consistently choosing to clarify your purpose each morning, you shift the balance of power from external demands to your own agency. You begin to recognize that every day, regardless of circumstances, is an opportunity to act with intentionality, focus, and purpose. Self-reflection is a habit that separates those who drift through life from those who grow intentionally every day. It is not simply thinking about what happened, but deeply examining your actions, decisions, thoughts, and emotions to gain a clearer understanding of yourself and your trajectory. When you invest in self-reflection daily, you are giving yourself the opportunity to pause, evaluate, and course correct rather than repeating patterns that may not serve your growth. Reflection is the mirror that allows you to see both your strengths and weaknesses honestly, and it is through this honest assessment that meaningful change becomes possible. Without reflection, it is easy to fall into autopilot, reacting to circumstances rather than acting with intention. The process of self-reflection starts with asking the right questions. At the end of each day or at specific moments throughout it, take the time to ask yourself what went well today? What did I learn? Where could I have acted differently? How did my choices align with the person I want to become? These questions are not meant to induce guilt or regret. They are meant to illuminate patterns and insights. By consistently examining your decisions and behaviors, you develop the ability to recognize what supports your growth and what hinders it. This awareness is the foundation of personal development because it transforms experience into actionable wisdom. Self-reflection also involves evaluating your emotions and mindset. How you feel about your day, your interactions, and your accomplishments provides important information about your values, motivations, and areas of improvement. By paying attention to emotional responses, you can uncover underlying beliefs or assumptions that may be influencing your behavior. For instance, feeling frustrated after a conversation may reveal unmet needs or misaligned expectations, while a sense of fulfillment after completing a task may indicate that you are aligned with your true purpose. Recognizing these patterns allows you to adjust your approach, strengthen positive behaviors, and reduce recurring obstacles. Another essential aspect of self-reflection is recognizing progress over time. It is easy to overlook growth because it often happens gradually, but taking the time to reflect helps you see how far you have come. By reviewing past actions, decisions, and experiences, you can identify moments of improvement, lessons learned, and personal achievements that may otherwise go unnoticed. This perspective builds confidence and resilience, reinforcing the idea that growth is a continuous journey rather than a distant goal. Reflection helps you celebrate small wins, understand failures, and appreciate the incremental steps that collectively lead to meaningful transformation. Journaling is a powerful tool for self-reflection. Writing down your thoughts and experiences forces you to slow down and articulate what is happening in your mind. This process creates clarity and often reveals insights that are not immediately obvious. It allows you to track recurring patterns, identify areas for growth, and formulate strategies for improvement. Journaling also provides a tangible record of your evolution over time, making it easier to recognize progress and stay accountable to yourself. Even a few minutes of focused writing each day can dramatically enhance self-awareness and personal growth. Self-reflection also strengthens decision-making. When you consistently analyze your past actions and their outcomes, you develop a clearer understanding of what works, what does not, and why. This insight allows you to make more informed, deliberate choices in the future. Instead of reacting impulsively or relying on habit alone, you can approach challenges with a thoughtful perspective, considering both short-term and long-term implications. Over time, this habit cultivates wisdom and discernment, qualities that are essential for achieving personal and professional excellence. Finally, self-reflection nurtures emotional intelligence and empathy. By examining your own experiences and reactions, you develop the ability to understand and relate to the experiences of others. Reflection encourages humility, patience, and compassion because it reminds you that growth is a lifelong process and that everyone is on their own journey. This awareness enhances your relationships, communication, and leadership abilities, creating a positive ripple effect beyond your own life. Investing in self-reflection daily transforms the ordinary experiences of life into opportunities for growth. It turns mistakes into lessons, challenges into opportunities, and successes into benchmarks for future achievement. By committing to this practice, you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself, strengthen your decision-making, and create the clarity and focus necessary to become the best version of yourself. Consistent learning is the habit that fuels personal growth, creativity, and adaptability. It is not something reserved for students or formal education. It is a lifelong commitment to expanding your knowledge, sharpening your skills, and embracing new perspectives. When you practice learning consistently, you position yourself to respond effectively to challenges, seize opportunities, and continuously improve as a person. Learning is not simply about accumulating information. It is about transforming that information to action, insight, and wisdom. Every day presents an opportunity to learn, and those who recognize this are the ones who evolve faster and more deliberately than those who remain stagnant. The first step in consistent learning is cultivating curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force behind exploration and discovery. When you approach life with curiosity, you are motivated to ask questions, seek answers, and understand how things work. Curiosity keeps your mind engaged and prevents complacency. It encourages you to go beyond the surface, to challenge assumptions, and to see problems and situations from different angles. By nurturing curiosity every day, you create a mindset that is open to growth, innovation, and improvement, making learning a natural part of your daily routine rather than a forced task. Another essential aspect of daily learning is embracing a variety of sources. Knowledge exists in books, articles, podcasts, conversations, experiences, and even failures. By exposing yourself to different perspectives, you broaden your understanding and develop the ability to synthesize ideas. Reading a book on a subject unfamiliar to you, listening to a thought leader in a completely different field, or engaging in discussions with people who challenge your assumptions all contribute to expanding your mental horizons. The diversity of sources strengthens your critical thinking, enriches your problem-solving abilities, and equips you with insights that can be applied in unexpected ways. Learning consistently also requires focus and intentionality. It is not enough to passively consume information. You must actively engage with it. Take notes, ask questions, and reflect on how new knowledge can be applied in your life. Consider how a principle from a book, a strategy from a mentor, or a lesson from a personal experience can enhance your decisions, actions, or relationships. When learning becomes purposeful, it transforms from a passive activity into a tool for transformation. Each piece of knowledge becomes a building block for the best version of yourself, reinforcing habits, decisions, and actions that align with your goals. In addition, consistent learning thrives on repetition and practice. Simply reading about a concept is not enough. True mastery comes from applying what you learn. For example, if you are learning a new skill, dedicate time each day to practice it, refine it, and integrate it into your routines. If you are learning about leadership, challenge yourself to put those principles into action in your interactions and decisions. Application ensures that learning moves beyond theory and becomes ingrained behavior. Over time, these small daily efforts compound, leading to significant personal and professional growth. Another critical component of learning is reflecting on mistakes and failures. Every mistake is an opportunity to gain insight and adjust your approach. When you reflect on what went wrong, why it happened, and what you could do differently, you transform setbacks into lessons. This mindset turns challenges into stepping stones rather than obstacles. Daily learning is not just about gaining new skills or knowledge. It is about continuously improving through experience, observation, and adaptation. The most successful people are not those who never fail, but those who extract wisdom from every failure and integrate it into their future actions. Finally, consistent learning builds confidence and resilience. The more knowledge and skills you acquire, the better prepared you are to handle uncertainty and change. Learning gives you tools to navigate challenges, solve problems creatively, and make informed decisions. It also instills a sense of empowerment because you know that your growth is within your control. Each day of learning adds a layer of capability, expanding the possibilities of what you can achieve and the person you can become. By committing to learning every day, you cultivate a mindset that is adaptable, innovative, and resilient. You develop the ability to navigate complexity, seize opportunities, and continually enhance yourself. Consistent learning is not a goal that is achieved once. It is a lifelong practice, a daily investment in your potential, and a key habit that transforms ordinary days into extraordinary progress. Taking care of your body and mind is not a luxury. It is a fundamental responsibility that underpins every aspect of your life. Your physical health and mental well-being are deeply interconnected, and neglecting one inevitably affects the other. When you commit to nurturing both daily, you enhance your energy, focus, resilience, and overall capacity to perform at your best. Many people underestimate the impact of small, consistent habits on long-term health and productivity, yet it is precisely these habits that determine whether you can show up fully in your personal and professional life. Caring for yourself is the foundation upon which every other habit, action, and success is built. The first component of taking care of your body is nutrition. What you consume fuels not only your physical energy, but also your cognitive function, emotional stability, and overall vitality. A diet rich in whole, nutrient-dense foods provides the essential vitamins, minerals, and macronutrients that your body needs to operate efficiently. When you prioritize healthy eating every day, you experience improved concentration, mood, and stamina. Avoiding excessive processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats is equally important because these can lead to energy crashes, inflammation, and long-term health issues. Daily mindfulness about what and how you eat transforms meals from a routine necessity into an intentional act of self-care that supports your body and mind. Equally important is physical activity. Movement is not just about appearance. It is about functionality, energy, and mental clarity. Engaging in regular exercise stimulates circulation, strengthens muscles and bones, and boosts cardiovascular health. Exercise also releases endorphins and other neurotransmitters that improve mood, reduce stress, and enhance cognitive function. Even short daily sessions of activity, whether it's a brisk walk, stretching, yoga, or strength training, produce cumulative benefits that elevate energy levels and improve focus. By integrating movement into your daily routine, you create a body that can sustain prolonged effort, adapt to challenges, and recover quickly from physical or mental stress. Rest and recovery are often overlooked aspects of self-care, yet they are critical for peak performance. Sleep is not optional. It is a biological necessity that allows the brain and body to repair, recharge, and consolidate learning. Quality sleep supports memory, emotional regulation, and immune function, while chronic sleep deprivation can impair judgment, focus, and productivity. Beyond sleep, moments of stillness or breaks throughout the day help reduce mental fatigue and prevent burnout. Daily attention to rest and recovery ensures that your body and mind operate at their full potential, allowing you to show up consistently with clarity, energy, and resilience. Mental well-being is as essential as physical health. Stress, anxiety, and mental clutter can drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and interfere with your ability to achieve goals. Daily practices such as mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing, or journaling create mental space and allow you to process thoughts and emotions constructively. Mental self-care is not about escaping reality, but about engaging with it more effectively. By dedicating time each day to nurture your mind, you enhance your focus, creativity, and problem-solving ability while reducing the impact of negative emotions and distractions. Hydration also plays a significant role in sustaining physical and mental performance. Water is essential for digestion, circulation, temperature regulation, and cognitive function. Dehydration, even in mild amounts, can reduce concentration, increase fatigue, and negatively affect mood. Making a daily habit of drinking enough water supports every function of your body and ensures that you maintain clarity and vitality throughout the day. Consistency is the key to all these practices. Occasional attention to health is not enough. Daily habits compound over time, producing profound effects. When you commit to eating well, exercising, resting, hydrating, and caring for your mental state every day, you build a body and mind capable of sustaining effort, adapting to challenges, and performing at a high level in all areas of life. Daily self-care is not indulgence, it is preparation. It is the silent force that enables you to think clearly, act decisively, and engage fully with the world. Taking care of your body and mind also fosters resilience. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. When you are physically strong and mentally balanced, you are better equipped to face setbacks, manage stress, and maintain focus under pressure. Daily attention to health strengthens both endurance and adaptability, ensuring that you can persist in the face of obstacles and seize opportunities without being undermined by fatigue or mental strain. Ultimately, the habits you build around self-care create a foundation for every other pursuit. Your clarity, learning, reflection, and capacity to impact others all rely on the energy, focus, and resilience provided by a healthy body and mind. By prioritizing these habits every day, you invest in yourself in a way that amplifies every other aspect of your life and supports your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Serving others and creating impact is a habit that transforms not only the lives of those around you, but also your own. Many people measure success solely by personal achievements, wealth, or recognition. But true fulfillment comes from contributing meaningfully to the lives of others. When you make it a daily practice to serve and create a positive impact, you connect with purpose, build deeper relationships, and strengthen the sense of meaning in your own life. This habit encourages you to look beyond yourself, to consider the needs, challenges, and growth of others, and to act in ways that elevate both individuals and communities. Service is not limited to grand gestures. Even small, consistent actions can create ripple effects that influence lives in profound ways. The first step in serving others is developing awareness. Awareness means observing and understanding the needs, challenges, and feelings of those around you. It requires empathy, which is the ability to place yourself in someone else's shoes and perceive the world from their perspective. Empathy drives compassion in action because it moves you from passive observation to active support. By cultivating this awareness daily, you begin to notice opportunities where your skills, knowledge, time, or resources can make a difference. Serving effectively requires intentionality, and awareness is the first step toward meaningful, targeted impact. Creating impact also involves taking initiative. Waiting for the perfect moment or for someone else to act often leads to missed opportunities. Daily service is about recognizing that small acts matter and that your contributions, no matter how modest, are valuable. It could be offering guidance to a colleague, lending a listening ear to a friend, helping a stranger solve a problem, or sharing knowledge that empowers someone to take action. Each act of service, repeated consistently, not only benefits others, but also reinforces your sense of purpose and aligns your daily actions with your values. Initiative demonstrates leadership and accountability, signaling that you are committed to making a difference rather than remaining a bystander. Another essential aspect of serving others is focusing on value rather than recognition. Service should not be motivated primarily by praise, acknowledgement, or reward. It is most powerful when it's sincere and selfless. When your goal is to genuinely help someone, the impact is deeper and more lasting. People can sense authenticity, and acts of genuine service build trust, respect, and strong connections. The habit of serving daily encourages a mindset shift. Success is measured not just by what you achieve personally, but by the positive difference you make in the lives of others. Daily service also nurtures personal growth. Engaging with others challenges perspectives and needs expands your own understanding of the world and strengthens emotional intelligence. You develop patience, empathy, and problem-solving abilities as you learn to navigate complex situations and respond thoughtfully to different personalities and circumstances. Serving others challenges you to grow beyond your comfort zone, to confront biases, and to develop resilience. Every act of service is an opportunity to practice humility and adaptability, essential qualities for personal and professional development. Consistency in creating impact is key. Serving others once in a while can be meaningful, but daily commitment embeds this habit into your character. When you make it a routine to look for ways to contribute positively, it becomes a part of who you are rather than a sporadic effort. This daily practice creates a compounding effect. Small, repeated acts of service accumulate over time, creating long-term positive outcomes for both those you help and yourself. The more you serve, the more opportunities you recognize, and the more capable you become at making a meaningful difference in diverse situations. Serving others also enhances your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Human beings are wired to connect, collaborate, and contribute. When you align your actions with these natural instincts by supporting others, you experience a deeper sense of satisfaction and meaning. Daily service reminds you that your life is not just about individual achievement, but about contributing to a larger ecosystem where every positive action counts. This awareness strengthens resilience, motivation, and commitment to growth because you see the direct impact of your efforts beyond yourself. Finally, serving others fosters a culture of positivity and influence. By creating impact consistently, you inspire those around you to act with integrity, empathy, and purpose. Your example encourages collaboration, mutual support, and collective progress. Daily service has a ripple effect. Your actions can motivate others to serve, creating a network of positive influence that extends far beyond your immediate reach. The habit of serving daily transforms not only your life, but also the environment in which you operate, reinforcing the idea that the best version of yourself is reflected not only in personal achievement, but in the value you add to the world. When we commit to these 5 daily practices, starting the day with clarity, investing in self-reflection, practicing consistent learning, taking care of our body and mind, and serving others to create impact, we are not merely completing tasks, we are intentionally shaping the person we are becoming. Each action, repeated consistently, compounds over time, building habits, mindset, and resilience that bring us closer to the best version of ourselves. The journey to personal excellence is not defined by a single moment or achievement. It is defined by the choices we make every day. By embracing these practices, we empower ourselves to live with purpose, act with intention, and leave a meaningful mark on the world. The best version of you is not a distant goal. It is created, nurtured, and realized through daily commitment, mindful action, and the courage to grow continuously.